Hello my wonderful beautiful people, I find you on a beautiful day today. I will just say before I start that you may hear the ding 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 bells of my beautiful wind chime in the garden, and you may also hear the dulcet tones of the outside entertainment on the holiday camp, which is just across the field from me. So enjoy the songs of this wonderful man who's singing. Can't hear it. Oh, and the seagulls, of course, you must be hearing those, but I hope you can hear me clearly. Anyway, welcome to another Bedroom Guru. This is your weekly forecast, your angel tarot card reading for the week. Thank you again for all of your wonderful, wonderful messages on how these have made sense for you. It's just a lovely thing to get that corroboration, to get those comments, to get the emails, to get the messages to say, hey, this really did make sense to me. I picked a card and it was spot on, and I like that. We like that a lot, don't we? So I've been, oh, there's one that's already come up already. This will be card number 1. I've already linked up and asked for divine inspiration for you, so I really hope this goes well for you. Obviously, I say it's a weekly forecast. However, I randomly found a YouTube video today, and it was so incredibly apt for what's going on in my life at the moment. Incredibly. It was like she was literally doing a private reading for me. And it was actually, it was a week late, but it still resonated with me. So as I've said before, sometimes you'll come across this video and it could be a year's time, but because you've been divinely inspired to look, there's a message in there for you that's relevant, okay? So what we're going to be doing is, we've already selected card 1. There's your number card 2. There's number card 2. Card number. Can't even speak properly. It's funny, I can't speak very well when I'm doing this, but then as soon as I'm linked in, that's it. It's happy days. Happy days. So please let me know if you're enjoying these sessions. Please give me your feedback on the cards that you select. As I say, at the end of the day, it's your intuition that has guided you to these cards. And that one's just flown out. Oh my God! Tip, note to self, don't lean over on a bench because it obviously tips. And this is your card number 3. There's 3, 2, 1. Now, as you're looking at those cards, I want you to see which one you're infinitely drawn to, and hopefully, if it all goes well, I'll be giving you a message that's totally relevant for your time at the moment. As I say, they're weekly forecasts, but sometimes human TikTok time doesn't resonate with their time up there, so it could go into the next week, after this week, if that makes sense. Week after next, that's what I'm looking for. So we'll have a little look, see how we get on, and hopefully I'll be giving you a lovely message which is going to help you, guide you along your path. So have a look at the cards, 1, 2 or 3. Have you had enough time? Normally your gut will go straight with the one that you need, to be honest with you. Okay, number 1s. Here's your message and here's your card for the day. Wow. This is for me more than anybody. The Knight of Water. Now, I don't know if we had, I think we had the King of Water last time, didn't we? This is a card that depicts emotions, okay? This is a card which is allowing you to sit back and struggle or deal with emotional states that are going on at the moment. To be honest with you, the Knight always depicts offers, proposals. So we're talking about, should we jump into a situation or not? Are we going to carry on with the situation? Are we not? This, to me at the moment, and it normally does depict this, connects with love, okay? The situation that you're thinking of, that you're wrestling with, is down to your decision and your thought process. Now, falling in love or wedding proposals also comes up with this, okay? So number ones, if you are single and you are looking for that new love, it looks like you may be having that come into your energy. I don't know if it's going to be this week or you've already connected with this person, but there is a little bit of contemplation there. There is a bit of, do I need to do this? Am I going to get hurt again? There is a situation where you're wrestling with your own truth, whether you should be going for this relationship or not. Okay, now this doesn't only have to be a love relationship. This could be a potential business partner. It could be a relationship you're going into through a work environment. Okay, it could be perhaps a new colleague at work or a new friendship. Now, we do have struggles with our past. We do have lots of things that happen in our life that create problems for us, interacting with people, perhaps going into a new love relationship. However, the Knight of Water is always acknowledging that, yes, you are in an emotional state, how are you going to get out of it? The easiest way for me to do it is I write it out in my soul journal first of all. I write down every thought and feeling that's going on. I then do pros and cons of a situation. When you've got a situation in your mind that is not leaving you, the best thing to do is make a list, because when it's in black and white, you can read it for what it is. The problem with when you're dealing with the balance of emotions and trying to balance them, you get to a situation where you've got too much going on and other thoughts and feelings keep barraging in there. So the best thing to do is get it out in black and white, write it out as a pro and con, the list of advantages, the list of problems, and perhaps that may help you make the decisions you need to do. However, this card for me makes me feel like I want to go forwards with it. I want you to go with your instinct. What does your instinct tell you? Your head is very different from your soul energy. So your head's saying, don't do this, or yes, go for it, run, run, run. Whereas the soul, there's a tiny little voice that says, really, do you want to be doing this? Or you've so got to do this no matter what's happening around you. So it's all about intuition. It's about that gut feeling that you have. Go with that gut feeling, because that will never serve you wrong, okay? Again, if you're still mixed up with it, you've just got to keep writing it out and seeing which way it should go forward. With the Knight though, however, he does bring in very sincere opportunity, very sincere proposals, opportunity for change. So normally he comes in as a very sincere person, very kind, and actually wants to see you go further forward. Again, whether this is in business or whether this is in a love relationship. So we are looking at quite a sincere person. I do feel though that there are complications there, either with your emotions or theirs. So it's up to you to decide, number ones, what you want to do. However, as I keep saying, even though you're emotionally wrangling with this, I just feel like I want to say, go for it. Sometimes we find ourselves in stagnant waters, okay? And we find ourselves completely overwhelmed and completely stuck in what to do. We don't know which way to go. We don't know what decisions to make. We get different advice from our friends. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but at the bottom of the card there is a cup which depicts love. This not only represents the love that's been brought to you with this new relationship, but it also depicts self-love for you. And so again, I'm kind of balancing out the emotions here. One is this good for you? Is it going to serve you well? But number two, there is love around you that wants to be acknowledged and wants to be worked upon. This is really weird. This might as well be my card at the moment. For all those people, and this has come up particularly for Virgos at the moment as well. There's lots of love proposals, there's lots of wedding proposals, there's lots of stages of upgrading your relationship at the moment. So if you're in a relationship, there could be more commitment, i.e. moving in together, going on your first holiday, or it could mean that you're going to be meeting someone new. Take it slow, number ones, okay? You're very sensitive at the moment, you're very emotional. I don't know if it's because of the surge of the Lionsgate energy on the 8th of August, but we're all feeling a tiny bit sensitive at the moment, number ones. So just take some time out, do a bit of self-evaluating, write those lists and just decide whether you want to go for this or not. I have a feeling that your gut instinct will say, do this, you need the change, you need the challenge. But things have been a bit stale, things have been a bit safe, and sometimes we just need to dangle our foot in that wild ocean to see if it feels right or not. So I would push forward with this and reevaluate in a week's time, see how you're feeling. With the complicated relationships I'm feeling with number ones here, again, go with your gut instinct. Communication is key, but I just feel this reason and this need to say, get some solace. Have some time to yourself and think over exactly what you're being, what the proposal is, whether it's, a business proposal, whether it's changing jobs, whether it's a new business partner or it's a new love partner. Think about how it's going to benefit you. Think about how you are going to be completely cocooned in your own safe and security. You need security at the moment, number ones. So think very clearly about whether it's going to work for you, okay? That's the most important thing to take on board here. So go with it, but have a think first, okay? You just need to get everything balanced. Do you know what? There even might be a social event or something coming up where you meet somebody, and it could even be at a wedding or some family-orientated type get-together. So let me know if you meet anybody, number one. That'd be lovely. Obviously, let me know if you've upgraded in your relationship. Upgraded. Sound like a computer or a phone. But yeah, I'm kind of liking this little change, but just think clearly of your actions and how you're going to behave around this before you actually jump in. Okay, that's for you, number ones. Oh, number twos. Wow. Number twos, you're not having it great at the moment either. Yours is more about your thought processes and about your actions and what you think about yourself. 8 of air. You need to start getting a grip of who you really are, number twos. There's a lot of I wouldn't say self-hate, and I wouldn't say self-weakness, but you feel like you're trapped in a situation that you can't get out of. But if you actually do think it through, and you actually think of how you're going to do it, you can. 8 of air always connects with thoughts and feelings of feeling like you can't move on, that you've got no choice. It's a fear of the change. It's a fear of moving on. It's a fear of not knowing what to do, okay? You're allowing yourself, your situation, and people around you to keep you trapped. That's what you're doing to yourself. Emotionally, you're thinking you're stuck and you don't know which way to go. Listen to that little voice, because it actually is telling you where to go and you know it. However, you're too fearful. You don't want to make that jump. Absolutely fine, we all have it, but can I just tell you something? I've learned in life, through my journey, that if something isn't right, I have to change it. No matter how hard it is and how difficult it is, I have to make the change. So many people get stuck in material situations where they think, I can't, let's put it in a situation, perhaps, say you're not happy in a relationship, okay? And this always depicts that 8 of air, okay? And the 8 is obviously this infinity, it's this thought process going over and over and over again. You're not happy, what are you going to do about it? Move on. It's going to be one of the strongest, most hardest things for you to do, but if you don't, you never ever will. So many people are stuck in miserable lives, stuck in miserable relationships, stuck in miserable jobs. But they are so comforted by the security of that. They would rather have the security rather than go for the change and have the happy ever after. So what I'm saying to you, number twos, is it's time for you to really grit your teeth and think, I need to stop this circle of thought process. I need to stop this circle of sadness, misery, disillusion. I need to make changes with this. This can be quite generic in respect of the 8 of air, because it is about thoughts. So your thoughts could be going towards absolutely any scenario whatsoever. But you will know exactly what I'm talking about if you've picked number 2, okay? Number 2 is about get a grip, have a look at what's going on here, and if it isn't right, make the change. Now I remember, and I'm sure I've said this before, when a sparrowhawk landed on my patio doors in my bedroom. I'm sure I've mentioned it here. I'm sure I did, yeah. And I'm going to say it again though, because that's what I do. It's a bit groundhoggy day today. And basically what was happening was I was contemplating whether to move house, and I thought, Christ, I'm happy here. And I thought, no, I'm not actually happy here. I'm very, very lonely. I'm completely in the middle of the countryside. I really can't even think about all of the stuff I've got to do, dealing with solicitors, getting packed up, sorting the money out, and it was just so tiring that I just almost gave up before, I even thought about making that change. And then a sparrowhawk flew in and landed on the inside handle of my patio doors. A sparrowhawk, not a sparrow, a bloody bird of prey, right? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So it just sat there looking at me, blinking like that. And I'm like, am I making this up? And the dogs were looking at me, looking at this sparrowhawk, like, what the hell? And it stayed there. It must have been for about a minute or two. I just froze, because I thought, oh my God, is he going to attack me? Is he hungry? Does he want me babies? You know, is he going to eat my little furry babies off the bed? And I was like, absolutely gobsmacked. And then he disappeared, and I thought, animal totem. So when you get any animals or anything that acts unnaturally around you in animal form, Google it, animal totem, or whatever animal it is. And so I Googled it, and it was very much, there was a predator part of it, that you need to go and get what you want. You've got to get out there, because it's not going to land on your door, okay? It also said about, also look at the bird's eye perspective of the change that you wish to implement. So don't look at the semantics of how to get there, look at where you want to be. Say for instance you want to, I don't know, live abroad, okay? So you're thinking, God, I can't do this, I'm really scared. What about this? What about the taxis? What about if I get out there, I don't know anybody? Forget that. This is where you want to be. That's your apartment in, I don't know, Greece, right? And you're here, look up from the bird's eye view, the perspective of the sparrowhawk. So he's up in the air and he thinks, I want to get there. I haven't mentioned this before, so I remember it now. So you look at where you want to be and not how you get there, and you send that message out to the universe and say, this is what I actually want. I'm scared beyond anything I've ever done in my life because it's just so scary, but I know that I need to be here. And I just can't take on board other people's emotions. I can't take on board what's going to happen, the circumstances that get me there. All I know is I want to be there and I need to get there, okay? And you focus on that end goal. That's what you need to do to let the universe know. That's what you need to do to tell your mind your intent. And then when that happens, once you've made the decision, yes, this is definitely what I want, the rest really will flow. It's not going to be easy. No change is. But do you honestly want to stay in your situation just because you're scared, just because you're worried how people are going to react? It's your life. It's your way to live it. No matter what circumstance you're in, this card is telling you it's time to stop thinking and doing. So whatever it is that's holding you back that you're scared of, trust you're being looked after, trust the universe, trust the people that look after you from up there. And if you don't trust them, trust your instinct. You know where you want to be. So go for it. Just walk forward, be brave and do your thing, and it will follow, and it will be the best thing that you've ever done. Get going, number twos. This is your time to make your change or start implementing a plan towards what you ultimately want in your life, okay? It's time for it. It's gone on too long. So let's get changing, number twos. You're gritting your teeth, chest out, bum in, and you're going forward, and you are going to make this change for the better, because happiness and contentment is worth, and love is worth 10 cards, 10 houses, God knows what you're worried about missing or losing. But I know that you can be in Buckingham Palace or you can be in a shoebox, okay? If you're happy, it doesn't really matter. So don't think about the material things, guys. If you're thinking of making change, just send the intention of where you want to go and you start moving towards that goal. Because I'm telling you now, it'll be the best thing you've ever done in your life. So you go for it, number twos. Let's get busy. Come on now. Okay, I feel a bit headmistressy today. You will do it. Funny, isn't it, the energies? Oh, we've got a lovely Knight of Air again. Now, I can't remember if this came up last reading, Knight of Air. Let me know, guys. I'm sure the Knight of Air came up. This is a card. We're doing a lot of strength and a lot of self-reflection today in these cards. Let me have a little look at the Knight of Swords, because he's a very gallant person, and again, he's actually gone into the breach of making change. Again, there's lots, the sword energy is all about, again, emotions and about going forwards. And it is definitely, again, it's a thought card, the air card. It's a thought card. You're thinking or you're contemplating taking on new situations. You're reviewing your options. You're having a look at what you need to do. Now, this is interesting because I feel like if you've been working on a project or if you've been working towards something that has taken a lot of your time, it feels like it's going to just absolutely kick in there. Great change coming up, but it's all for the better. Very positive card for you. There's been lots of people involved in this project, or there's been lots of energy put into it, and it feels like it's going to really pay off. And it's very similar to what I said, funnily enough, last week. Isn't it weird? That there's something that's going on. I'm really feeling more like creative projects, or I'm feeling like work environments, But I feel like finally we're going forward and we're getting solutions for this, and it's all coming to fruition. I'm really happy for you because this is a really jubilant card. It's a card of I've been through the mill, I've been thinking about whether this is the right thing, and da-da, it's happening. Again, I don't know if it's going to happen in the week, but I certainly feel there should be a sign for you during the week, a random sign to say, well done, you're on the right path here, this is going brilliantly. I also want to really randomly go towards health as well with this card. I don't know why. Well, I do, because that's what I do. And the intuition just flows in. But health connections with me at the moment are very important for you. I want you to start looking at what you're putting in your body. I want you to start thinking about perhaps hydrating a bit more. I want you to start perhaps either going to holistic therapies or taking things further with your health, okay? For some reason, that's come really strongly in my mind. So if there's things that you're suffering with and you keep putting off because you're too busy, can you not? Can we have this sorted now? As I say, you may need to go and see a GP or a doctor, but if it's pains or aches or things like that, I'm seeing the most amazing kinesiologist. Oh my God, he's so good. And I'm feeling so much better. So perhaps think about looking at some alternative approach if you've got a chronic condition or something like that. I also feel as well that anybody that's been waiting on news for an operation, anybody that's been waiting to get something finally done health-wise, I feel that there's going to be a breakthrough for that as well. It's a very big jump from a sword and a knight, I'll tell you that now, but I have to go with what I need to be telling number threes. So number threes, everything seems to be moving forward for you in health if you've been waiting for something to come up. But I also do feel as well that if there are any health issues and someone has said to you, look, you need to drink more water, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, start doing it. It's like my kinesiologist said, oh, you need to start having iodine. So I have to have a glass with 3 drops in. It tastes like dried blood mixed with iron. It's disgusting. But I actually do what people tell me to do. Don't be a yeah, but person. You know, when someone says, oh, are you going to do that? I go, yeah, but let's start having a look at your health, your diet. Let's have a look at health supplements, anything that you feel that, you know, can help you. Look for alternative therapies for what's ailing you. Because I feel like I really want to refresh my body. I really want to start looking after it, number threes. So let's start having a bit of a health or fitness regime, even if it's just a gentle walk with the dogs, whatever it may be. I'm just feeling that I want to get you back on a more healthy or more fit path. That's what I want to be doing. As we jump back from that little interlude of me seeing health issues going on, I do again feel like there's going to be big signs, or there's going to be a definite acceleration of you working towards creative projects, work projects, or anything that you're working on. It doesn't even have to be for a job, you know, if there's something you do that you love doing. Perhaps you're going to end up joining a new club and meeting new people. Perhaps it's, you know, let's just say like you're a knitter or something. There just seems to be creativity flowing at the moment for you, number three. So go with it. Whatever you're impassioned about, whatever you're passionate about, go forward with it, because there's nice things going to come out of it. I really do. I also feel like with this card as well that I want you to be a bit more out there socially. I don't want you closeted in. I don't want any isolation going on here. I need you to start thinking about social environments. Get yourself out in fresh air. I love where I live because I can go across the beach, apart from the fact that my dog was mauled last week, but we won't go there with that. I can just go across the beach and you end up talking to people, you know, you get out and you mix with people, it's lovely. So perhaps we need a bit of social interaction as well there. That may lead to networking, or it may lead to very, very pleasant coincidences for you, number threes. So it's all about getting out there, connecting, networking, but also seeing a thumbs up for anything you've been working towards. So well done you, it looks very positive for you. As always, you know, the knights, it's funny I've got the knights here, but the knights always say to me that the proposals and offers that are coming in are really good for you. I know that these are separate cards, but they all hold a certain energy. So if there was a negative card in the middle, I would have thought, be careful, you really want to look at these proposals. But these are very positive, go for it, make change cards. And, you know, they have got a separate story for each of them, but figuratively, all together, they're very much like, come on now, let's stop doing this, let's get up, let's wake up and start doing what we need to be doing with our lives. That's what I feel. As I say, it's a permanent environment for it at the moment. We've got the Lion's Gate that obviously hit the portal of Earth on the 8th of August, and that's going to be going through the whole of August. So anything that you want to envision, change or focus towards, these goals will be met if you trust the process, okay? You've got to believe in yourself first of all, and then believe in a universal higher power that's going to take you further forward. So I'm loving this night of air. Get yourselves out there, get yourselves networking, continue with your creative pursuits. Yeah, sorry, they've just said environment instead of pursuits, and I asked them why. Get yourself out in an environment where you are sharing, caring and selling your wear. I want to go forward with any sales. I want to go forward with any businesses connecting with sales or merchandise. I want to be going forward, and I feel very successful with that card. So take the offers, take the proposals. Some might be a red herring or a dud end, but others will take you further forward than you could have imagined. So go for it. Very, very good for you. There's a bit of travel involved here as well. I don't know if this is work environment or you're planning to do a lot of travelling to perhaps sell your wear, or because of your creative pursuits, but I actually feel that that's coming in as well for you, number threes. So all in all, you've got some nice stuff going on there, but just know that I want you to look after yourselves. A bit more water rather than Coke and all the other rubbish that we sometimes drink. We want more hydration, perhaps lemon water, boiled water with lemon in will be good for you. I just feel in need of a detox for number three. So, have a look what's going in. If there's something a bit dodgy, you don't have to stop it, but perhaps just do a little smidgen. It's like, I love chocolate and I have one chunk a day. In fact, I didn't have one yesterday. No, I didn't have one there. This is very good. And I just have one chunk a day. I don't eat the whole bar, but it's just nice to have that little chunk, taste a bit of chocolate, and it's done, because I don't want to eat too much chocolate. And so I just limit myself to that one bit of naughty sugar. It's not too bad though, because it's dark chocolate, so it's not too bad. It's quite organic. So there you go, my darlings. I hope that you've understood these cards for me. Please let me know how you get on, because I really am interested, I put myself here like all mediums do. We put ourselves out there and we do these things that could go horrifically wrong, but we trust the spirit world and we trust the fact that they've given the inspiration for us to do these cards for you. So I'm going off to Newton Abbot Spiritualist Church tonight with my friends, so I'm wondering what lovely little wonders are going to happen there, so I'm really excited. And if you like that sort of thing, get yourself along to these churches. That's what they're there for, for you to go and get healing and to meet other people. Perhaps that's another thing for you, night bears. Number threes, perhaps you need to pop along to a spiritualist church. To be quite honest, it's for all of you. I find nothing but healing, restful time. Perhaps you'll get a message from one of the mediums. I just love going to spiritualist centres. I think they're a really good way to recharge and get yourself out of all the busyness of your lives. So perhaps you could all pop along at some point. If you like churchy things, then obviously go to a spiritualist church. If you're more that you just want like an even a mediumship without the hymns and the prayers, then find a spiritualist centre. If you need any more information on that, please let me know, and I will supply you with what I can. I have got my friend's website, spiritguides.co.uk. If you plonk your local area in and what you're looking for, you'll generally find it there. So have a look on there if you're looking for centres, workshops or anything like that. So I've digressed a bit, and I always do, and if I didn't, I'd feel like I'd been overtaken by an alien, because I always like to digress, and I always like to talk to England, Wales, Scotland, Europe, and pretty much the whole world. So I hope that all makes sense to you, my darlings. I hope I'm not too much in the shadow here, but I thought it'd be nice, a little backdrop of my little garden in the back. So with that, my darlings, have a fantastic week. Anything you need to ask, any questions at all, please come back to me. I absolutely love to see your comments below here, because it makes me feel like it's worthwhile and that you're listening, you're watching, and I'm helping. That's the most important thing. So be kind to yourself, guys. Listen to the messages that have been brought to each individual card, and let me know how you get on. With that, I'm going to go on the beach now, I think, and take my babies for a little stretch before I go and enter the heights of the spiritualist church. So you take care, my darlings. Have a fabulous week, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.